the latest from our Washington correspondent, Ketevan Gorgestani. Ketevan, what more details have you got for us on the content of this latest enormous package for families and education?
Yes, $1.8 trillion. That's the price tag on this proposed package. About $1 trillion in investment in, as you said, the American families, as well as about $800 billion in more of tax cuts for families, for American families. There are two main focuses of this package. One is education, helping more Americans access education more easily. There's, for example, these 4 years of free education for all Americans, regardless of the family's income. It's split between 2 years of free preschool for American children ages 3 and 4, as well as 2 years of free access to community colleges across the country for young American students. There's also this extension and expansion of child care tax credits. That was something that was already in the American Rescue Plan, the first package passed by Joe Biden to help Americans deal with the economic outcome of the COVID crisis. And so he's really building up on some of the things that were really received very well by the Americans. And so this expansion of the child care tax credits is one of them. There's also more help for child care, especially for low and middle income families. Joe Biden wants to see a limit on how much these low and middle income families have to spend on child care, capping it at 7% of their income. So really helping American families, because the idea for Joe Biden is that if you help Americans deal and really live with their families, then you're helping the economy. How will he pay for it? That's really the key part of this and the key sticking point of this plan. Joe Biden and the White House want to really focus on the richest Americans, not touching any taxes for people making under $400,000 a year, and really getting those richest Americans, the top 1%, to pay more taxes and to really contribute to this plan.
Okay, and of course, tomorrow marks 100 days since Joe Biden took office as president. Does tonight's speech offer some opportunities for perhaps a little bit of reflection, do you think?
Yes, it will definitely be partly about reflecting on these first 100 days. When Joe Biden came into office, he put a lot of goals for his first 100 days, mostly about COVID-19, about how he was going to get the United States out of the COVID pandemic. And he's expected to really focus on what he has delivered for the Americans. I mentioned the American Rescue Plan. That will surely be something that he's going to focus on, because that was seen as one of the big successes of these first 100 days. He's going also to focus likely on the vaccine rollout, because the United States is doing pretty well. We're almost nearing 1/3 of Americans that are now fully vaccinated. So the rollout is a very big success also for Joe Biden. And we're expecting him to also look forward, not just look back, but to set new goals, more goals as to what he wants to see his administration do in the next few years, really put some big priorities in place, tell the American people what he will do once this COVID pandemic is behind us, how he will build back better in the administration's words, what he will do, what he will focus on. There's this idea that maybe he will be talking about reforming policing. There's the George Floyd Policing Act that is currently in Congress. That could be one focus, and also what he's going to do regarding foreign policy and what the United States' place in the world is.
Okay, well, thank you very much indeed. Ketevan Gorgestani, our Washington correspondent, thank you for bringing us up to speed.